Hello and welcome back to the Deck Box. Thank you very much for watching, and Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Today we're going to be doing a gameplay footage once again. This will be me on the left playing my Gideon's White Weenie deck, and on the right we'll be having Mr. West playing Elves, which kind of makes sense today. It's Christmas, he's playing Elves. There you go. So I win the roll. He rolls a 1, I roll a 2, and I'm going to be going first. So we both have our hands, we've shuffled, we're good to go. And I play a Plains, I tap it, and I put out a Gideon's Lawkeeper for West to deal with if he can. Just kidding. Obviously he does deal with this. We'll see how though. He plays a Forest, and he turns it over to me. Doesn't have a first turn. I play a second Plains, and I do not have a second turn play, so I just swing with my Gideon's Lawkeeper for 1 damage. West takes that damage, and it goes over to his turn. Taps 2, uses a Doomblade on my Lawkeeper. I draw a card, still don't find a third Plains unfortunately, and it goes over to West. West taps 3 and plays a Glissa the Trader. Really good card. 3/3, Death Touch, and First Strike, which means that when she hits, you automatically die pretty much, because she gets to deal her damage before you get to deal damage, and also you're killed when she deals her damage because of Death Touch. So she's insane. He taps 3, he's an Elvish Archdruid, and swings for 4 damage with Glissa because of the +1/+1 from the Archdruid. I swing for 2 with the Grand Abolisher, knowing that he will not take it with his Elvish Archdruid. West taps all 4 of his lands, an Elvish Archdruid. The Elvish Archdruid lets him get mana for each elf that he controls. He had 2 of them, so he tapped him, he got 2 mana from that, and then he has his 4 already, lets him put out a Wormcoil Engine. I then O-ring it on my turn. Still, Glissa got to do her 4 damage last turn as well. So I'm attacking for 3. West taps 4 is Azuri's Brigade, which is a 4/4, but with Metalcraft turns into a 8/8. Puts out the Automatron, and picks Elves, so that all of his Elves get a +1/+1, and then he attacks for 5. So I tap 3 and I play a Fiend Hunter on Glissa, which takes her out of play, exiled as long as Fiend Hunter stays in play. So if he kills Fiend Hunter, Glissa comes back in. I turn it back over to West's turn. Puts the mask on Azuri's Brigade, which makes me not be able to touch him, plus he gets a bit of an amp. He naturalizes the O-ring, puts his Wormcoil back in, and that's it. I scoop it up. I say it's your turn, West. So yeah, that's it for that first game. Here we go into the second game. I keep my hand, and I play a Plains. Nothing on my first turn. He puts out a Llanowar Elf on his first turn. I put a second Plains down. I tap 2 for Honor of the Peer. West plays a Swamp. He taps 2 and puts out a Mask of Avcian. Taps 1 with his Llanowar Elf, and then puts out another Llanowar Elf on top of it. He's ramped up to 4 mana before I can get my third out, so that's pretty good. Now I was looking to draw a third Plains, and once again, I don't think I did. No, I did not. I'm getting scared because I don't have my third mana, which really unlocks me, and he's at 5 mana already. He taps 4 for an Azuri's Brigade, taps 1 more, puts a Glade Cover Scout, 1/1 Hexproof. I put out my third Plains, and I tap 2 to Bonds of Faith, the Azuri's Brigade. Taps 3, plays a Renegade Leader that swings with Glade Cover Scout. I put out a Gideon's Avenger, which really slows him down because he can't use his Llanowar Elves without putting counters on my Oh, that's gonna help him a lot. He plays an Archdruid, which lets him tap just the Archdruid and get mana for all the elves he controls. That basically lets him, have as much mana as he needs. But it still slows him down from attacking me because it doesn't want to give my Avenger so many counters. It puts it back over to my turn. And that's really what Avenger does, he just slows people down a lot. Most of my cards in my deck play for 3 mana, so I'll have something to do here. I'm just mulling over which one's the best idea. I don't know what it is. Yep, Oblivion Ring on the Archdruid. He taps 4, taps 2 Llanowar Elves to get the Wormcoil Engine out. Gives my Avenger 2 counters, puts him up to a 4/4. I'll tap my 3, play another Avenger. I turn it back over the West. His Elvish Onslaught. Taps 1 for a Spell Bomb. Okay, so he gets to sacrifice that Spell Bomb, look for a land, put it in his hand, and then afterwards draw a card. Clear up. the Renegade Leader, the Azuri Renegade Leader, what he does is for 1 green mana, he regenerates another target elf, so not himself, but any of the other elves you control. And then for 5 mana, 3 of them being forest, he can, elf creatures you control get +3/+3 and trample until the end of turn. So really good card. And he plays an adaptive automatron and picks elves, obviously. He gives my Avengers counters. Up to 4 planes. Tap 1 for a champ. Champion of the Parish. And I tap 3 for reinforcements. 25, and then also puts me up 6 units. A little visitor on the side of the screen there for a second. Oh, now I'm putting my creature count back up and my health went up. Put it back over the west so I can just keep building up until I'm confident that I'm stronger. Listener Elf. Tap all 5. And I play Gideon Jura. He makes things crazy. His first ability to +2 and go up to 8. Which allows for all of his creatures to have to attack Gideon Jura next turn if able. And says Gideon Jura makes them all attack him this turn, so what's going to happen is they're all going to swing at Jura. After that, everything will be either tapped out or gone, and that will allow my Avengers an open field. Both of my Avengers go up by 8. 7 to a 15/15, my 5/5 to a 13/13. So then I attack with Angelic Destiny on my, what was it, 15/16, I don't know. Yeah, that's game. That's game. And we're going into the third game, which is a tiebreaker now, because he won the first game, then I won the second game, and now we're going into the third crazy game. He taps 1 forest, puts out a Glistener Elf, a 1/1 Infect, which is surprisingly good. Really, really good. If he can't get anything out, you know, he makes him a bit stronger, and he's dealing 10 damage pretty quickly with that. I play a Plains, and I don't have anything to put out. He puts out a second forest, attack, and I take a poison. I take 1 poison. I play my second Plains, I tap them. Oh, I just tap 1 of them, and I put out a Gideon's Lawkeeper. He doesn't do anything, turns it back over to my turn. You usually don't do this, let me just say that right off the bat, but I tap 2 and put a 1/1 Machias out. And I will explain my reasoning very quickly. In the first couple games, I did not see much removal from him. I think I saw 1 Doomblade, I don't know what else. So I'm not seeing much removal from him. So I figured, you know, he's probably not going to get zapped. I can leave him out and just tap him up. And since it's early game, you know, it's not a horrible time to have him out. And I had nothing else to play in my hand. So I figured, you know, it's probably not the worst move in the world. And she swings for 2 poison. And I don't get my third Plains again somehow. I put a Spirit Mantle on my Machias to block him from creature damage. And then I can tap him right down to 0 counters because he's still +1/+1 from the Spirit Mantle. And I put 1 on to my Gideon's Lawkeeper. Taps 3 for a Nil Spellbomb. And there's that Doomblade I was talking about. Well, he taps 3, 1 for the Nil Spellbomb, 2 for the Doomblade. The Doomblade that I was just saying I didn't see much shows up. Puts me into a really bad situation. Gives me 2 more poison, puts me up to 5. Still don't draw any cards. He uses Tribute to Hunger to take out my Gideon's Lawkeeper. Just don't have any mana whatsoever. And it happens. Games like this happen where you just don't get the land you need. Me up to 8 poison. I tap 3. I Oblivion Ring the Glistener Elf. Taps 3 and brings out an Azuri Renegade Leader for regeneration of elves, and also a 5 effect of base +3/+3 trample end of turn. He exiles my graveyard and he pays a swamp to draw a card. And he taps for an Azuri's Brigade. Swings for 3 damage. I don't think I got my Plains still. Well, I got my third one out already, which is it's helping a lot. But now I'm just in a bad situation. Because I can't slow him down quite enough. I should have untapped my lands, but I didn't. Because I was looking at my stuff. Luckily, Wes isn't a real crazy player and he'll let me untap my stuff, but I don't need to, because I just leave the 3 tapped and I use another Oblivion Ring. I think he was trying to get the Wormcoil Engine out. I have a feeling. He taps 1 for Horizon Spellbomb. That's it. He pulls a land, and then he draws a card. Swings for 11 points. Or 10. Either way. We're like working out math as we go. He takes off 10 points, putting me at 7 life. And I tap 3 for some very, very timely reinforcements. Putting me up 6 life and 3 men, which will save me for at least a turn or so. Taps 3 for a Glissa. He attacks for 8 damage. 4/4. Took 3 damage. With Spellbomb. Put over to my turn for an Avenger. Hoping to slow him down, but probably still isn't enough. Block with my soldiers and let the Avenger build up a little bit. A Steel Hellkite, which pretty much seals the game. With Azuri's Brigade, the Adaptive Automatron, and the Azuri Renegade Leader. I go down to 1 life. Bomb. I have to play with now Jura, which sometimes saves my life, but I don't think he will this game. Make everything attack him. Swing at Gideon, and he gives Azura Renegade Leader the plus whatever, you know, the big 5 amp that makes them all go up by 3/3 and gives them all trample. And then he does the Spellbomb stuff to draw cards. Exiles my graveyard. And he plays another Land of War Elf, which gives him a chump blocker against my Avenger that just got amped huge. Destiny on him. I tried to hurt him as much as I could, even though I knew I was going to lose. Took 8 and then lost the game. So, thank you for watching again on the deck box, and I really hope that you had a good time watching. I hope you have a good day, good Christmas, good holiday season, and we'll see you again real soon. So roll for choice. Yeah.